Hello, my friends. Today I want to talk about reading journals. I have officially been keeping a reading journal. I'm in my 3rd year right now. And every year that I've kept one, I've kept very different types of reading journals. Before this, I had what I called a reading journal. That was more of a reading log. But in the last few years, I've switched over to this reading journal idea, and I've tweaked my process over the years. And I want to show you inside my reading journals. I have done a flip through for my first year's journal and a little bit of last year's journal. And then this year's journal, I have shared some pictures of. I think that's it. I'm going to give you a little brief introduction to each first, and then I will do a flip through of each. So the one that I kept the first year, which would have been 2024. Yeah, that makes sense. Is this one. This is in a notebook that I got from Dollarama, and this is my most involved, scrapbook-esque reading journal, which has its pros and cons. I'm going to talk about it. Obviously, the cons won out because the next year I went into something completely different. For me, this was really hard to keep up to the level that I wanted. I'll explain more as I do my flip through. And then last year, what I decided to do was just keep a little notebook. This one is a Rifle Paper Co. notebook, and mostly just keep lists of my different TBRs, my seasonal ones, my monthly ones, different things. I had a Christmas TBR, my 40 before 40, the reading challenges I was doing. Very plain, very basic, very easy to keep up. But then this year I decided to go for a mashup of the two and kind of keep my lists, but a little bit more scrapbooky, but not so involved to the point where it made me freeze from actually updating it. I haven't gotten overwhelmed. I've only done 6-ish months in here so far, but I am loving this mashup so much. But before I share this, I wanted to share kind of the process that I've been in to get here. And I think that a person, just because this reading journal works best for me right now in this season, doesn't mean it's the best format for everyone. Maybe you'll like one of these better. Maybe they'll work better for the season of life that you're in. Who knows? Hopefully showing you a little bit of a flip through and a little bit more about the journals will kind of help you figure out what type of journal works for you. And if you already keep a reading journal and you love what you're doing, hopefully you just enjoy a couple of flip throughs. So here is my first official reading journal, the one that's the most scrapbooky. So I got this, like I said, from Dollarama. The pages were very thin. So what I ended up doing is I ended up gluing the main pages together so they were double thick. Here's just a look at my end pages, my little title page. I started off with my reading goals, which I didn't do great with, and I don't even know if I wouldn't have kept up completely because I definitely would have completed the challenge because it's my own reading challenge. I don't know how else I did. So definitely this is a bit of a scrapbook vibe. I also started a new releases page, which you'll see right away. I just have a little barn door piece here. I totally just gave up on that. Read your bookshelf. I was going to keep a list of the books that I actually read for my bookshelf challenge and didn't even start it. Then I had a fiction TBR. I did use some printed book covers. I have not done that since this reading journal because my printer doesn't work that great. I don't have a good printer for it. I like how it looks a lot of the times, but I'm too lazy to get them printed and at this point. So other reading challenges I was a part of, my DIY literature degree I was kind of keeping track of in here. And then how I laid it out is every month I did a little bit of a title page. I had my main TBR. I kept track of my YouTube and Instagram stats here for a bit. And then here was my full TBR. and other things. So this was a reading challenge that I was doing, and then I had forgotten about my Agatha Christie book club, which technically should have been put in before January, but wasn't. Then there was another reading challenge, another TBR. These technically should have been before January, but they weren't. Here's my January wrap-up, where I just gave each book a star rating. Started out decently strong, other than I don't know why I never printed out or whatever happened to this book cover. And then I was going to keep track of the books I had on Kindle so that I could like visually see them, and it would intrigue me and make me pick them up. You can see how well that worked out. And then same with Kindle Unlimited. Also never actually did that page because I was going to print out book covers is the problem here, and I didn't. And so therefore I didn't do the pages. My NetGalley books, it's kind of funny looking at this now, like this is one of my absolute favorite books. I just barely added something similar to this in my current reading journal. Then we are moving into February, same kind of format. Then I was joining in a couple of different reading challenges. Sometimes I printed out the reading challenge, sometimes I just made it myself. My wrap up, these I'll just flip through pretty quickly. If you want to hear any of my thoughts on these books, I have videos from 2024 sharing about them. April. Then we've got May. Now this is when we moved. We moved in May of 2024. So I expect things will kind of go downhill after this. I got a summer TBR, June. And then my wrap-ups, I stopped printing out the covers, just wrote the books down and their star ratings. July, that's cute and summery. I like this. I got this from some kind of like Japanese inspired store. Okay, now all of a sudden like August is pretty bland here. Obviously just trying to get it done. September. October, I think I actually came back and did these later. I don't think I was doing them at the time. My autumn reading bingo that I did, I think that was on Patreon. My wrap up, more of a wrap up, and then November. Oh, and I can tell this things are going wrong. Got my TBR, I got one book on my wrap up, and I think that's when I just gave up on this reading journal. So I didn't even quite complete 2024 in here. Then let's move into 2025. This one, I'm gonna flip through real fast because it's nothing pretty. I shared a short with this reading journal when I was going through it, and I like said in there, like this is a no frills reading journal. It's just keeping track of things. And someone's comment was like, yeah, it could be better. Like, yeah, it could be, but the whole point was just to actually keep track of things. So I've got my 40 before 40 in here. Started out with some reading goals again. A year of mod, my Read Your Bookshelf challenge, fiction TBR, classics TBR, reread TBR, winter TBR. So as you can see, I just kept lists of everything. Also the series that I was reading, did different monthly TBRs, summer book bingo. Often when I print out reading challenges that other people have, I will get rid of their design because I don't like to print a lot of color with my printer. So here I just kept the actual bingo board. Another readathon and TBR, summer TBR. Very straightforward, very no frills. Could have been better, as that commenter said, but it worked. I actually kept this all year. Definitely one thing that I'm really bad at is including reading challenges in here and then never updating them. That's what this page was for. I was supposed to, write the stuff down, and I just didn't. So we've got autumn and October, my year 3 literature degree, which I do struggle with where to put these literature degrees because I make them in September. but these books go from January to December, so I feel like I never remember to use them properly. November and December, and is that it? Oh, Christmas TBR, my December reads, and then there was another readathon I kind of started, and that's it. So I managed to keep it all year long, but it was very bland. Not much to report here. In my opinion, this year's reading journal is much better, hence why I'm keeping it and loving it. I actually found this notebook from the thrift store. There was a set of 3 flower crown animals at the thrift store. I can't remember where it's actually from. OCS Designs is where it's from. So yeah, this is like a mashup of both of these kind of together. Started out with my printables. So every year I make a 12 books to read printable, and I think you can find it on Substack or Patreon, but it's free. So I've got my 12 fiction books I wrote, my classics, and my rereads. And I think these are like decently up to date. I'm pretty good at going in regularly and updating those. Then my Read Your Bookshelf challenge, my indie book club. Actually, I just finished my June book last night, so I can go in and update that. And you can see I'm adding in stickers. So I've got some here, and then I've got some here. These are really cute. I got these from Journal Say, which I'll leave a link below because I think I have a coupon code you guys can use for their stuff. They're so cute. And these are also from there, I believe. My 40 before 40 that I was trying to hit before I turned 40 last month. Trying to keep track of series that I want to continue that had no books announced. My current series, which this, I'm really bad at updating this. It's constantly like out of date, or I forget to add series to it. And then I decided this year I was going to give myself monthly points, which I'm really bad at sharing how I'm doing, and I haven't really done it much the last month or two. And then I gave myself a legend. So if I have highlighted a book, it means I read it in the season when I was supposed to, so either the month or the season. If it's got a little mark like that, it means I read it in a different month. If it's crossed out, it means I did not finish, and if it has a star, it's a favorite. So my winter TBR is here. Epistolary January, which I kind of forgot to share which books I was doing there. My monthly January with my points. And then of course I added in some more other reading challenges, which I've been terrible at updating. And same here, like I love these. This is also from Journal Say. She's so cute. The books, the cats, the little girls. More challenges. These I kind of just printed out at the beginning of the year. We've got February, and when I ran out of space, so I've been keeping my TBRs on the top, and then my non-TBR books that I end up reading here, when I run out of space, I often am, putting in an extra piece of paper for that. And then there was the Polarathon reading challenge, my March TBR, non-TBR books, extra books I read, spring TBR, April TBR. I got these, all these cute little Easter stickers from Dollarama, and they worked really well. Poetry challenge, which I did read a bunch of poetry but didn't mark it down. My Christian book club that I'm a part of, my in-person book club. I love this sticker set as well. I think is also from Journal Say. Like I said, I'll have that linked below. This is one of my absolute favorite pages. Yeah, all these different elements. This washi tape, It Is Well With My Soul, I got when I was in Texas, because what do Canadians do when they go to the States? They go to Hobby Lobby and they go to Target. And this is from Hobby Lobby. This is from a reading tag, book tag that I need to update my patron and members on. This is a Hikeathon TBR. Readathon, which I should come back in here and add some more stickers to fill the space in, but that's what it currently looks like. This is my summer TBR that I'm working on. I love this page as well. love the colors, and yeah, excited about all these books. This is Tiffany's Summer Book Bingo. My plan is to write in all the books that I read and then decorate this page after, because I just don't know how much space it's all going to take up. We'll see if I actually decorate it after. I'm not as good at that. These are my June reads, and a reminder to myself to update you guys on a book that I actually read in May that I forgot to tell you about. I'll just move this because that's kind of ugly. I love this page. Love the summer vibes. This is a printable I got from Morgan Long. You're supposed to color in a petal for every day that you read, and then write down the books that you read in the summer. I've been reading every day, so I'm just gonna probably color the petals in after. And then my thought was to write down my favorite books from the summer, because I'm definitely gonna be reading more than 6 books. And these stickers, the summer stickers, are from, I think it's a Happy Planner book that I got a number of years ago. Now we're all currently in June, so there's not much else here. I got my Passport to Summer, which has the passport little stamps that I made, and then more Happy Planner stickers. My NetGalley List of Shame, a bunch of books that I'm trying to catch up on there, instead of having the book covers shown like I did in 2024. And that is it. So I have been keeping this book up to date really well, and it's working out well. This is exactly the halfway mark here, and we are in June. I feel like this will work out really well. This will be the right amount of pages for the year. I feel like the decorations are easy to do before or after, and therefore I'm like keeping up with it. It's not nearly as involved as this book was. It's not as boring as this book was. For me, it's just been the perfect combination of scrapbook / reading journal, and has helped me to actually stay up to date with it. So that is a look into my 3 reading journals from the last 3 years. I would love to hear like what kind of style is your reading journal if you keep one. What style did you kind of gravitate to the most here? I would love to hear it. So thanks for joining me for another video, you guys.